Week 13 is here, and here are my 4 favorite wide receiver picks for this weekend slate. Starting off with Ladd McConkey, higher than 10.25 fantasy points. He's gone higher than this in 5 of his last 7 games, and he has 3 15-plus point games in that stretch. With Ladd McConkey, he is the true number 1 wide receiver for the Chargers, and I do think coming off of the bye, coming off of that bad performance against the Jaguars, we see the Chargers passing offense firing on all cylinders. Quentin Johnson, he's been extremely volatile. Keenan Allen, he's seeing his snaps cut. And I think Ladd has wide receiver 1 upside moving forward. That starts against the Raiders. Give me the higher on 10.25. Next up, Michael Wilson, higher than 4.5 receptions. He has been a target magnet with no Marvin Harrison in the lineup. 33 targets, 25 receptions, 55.3 PPR points in his last 2 games. And Jacoby Brissett in that stretch has averaged over 40 passing attempts per game. Look, I understand Marvin Harrison Jr. coming back. That will have its impact on Michael Wilson's bottom line. But Brissett's been throwing for over 300 passing yards per game, and the Cardinals are going to be without Trey Benson yet again. Pass funnel Bucks defense, and I think Michael Wilson keeps the involvement we've seen across these last couple of weeks. So give me the higher on his 4.5 reception projection. Next up, we got Brian Thomas Jr. higher than 49.5 receiving yards. The Titans are a pass funnel defense. They give up the 8th most fantasy points to wide receivers this year and are 4th worst in EPA per play against the pass. Brian Thomas Jr., he's been banged up all year, but he's taken the time off to recover. And when he's healthy, he is the true number 1 wide receiver for this Jags team. And I expect Brian Thomas Jr. to remind everybody of who he is. And then finally, DK Metcalf, lower than 47.5 receiving yards. He hasn't posted 50 yards or 15 fantasy points since week 8. And he has one 20-plus point week all year. He's basically been a glorified tight end. Even when he's getting 7-8 targets in a game, he hasn't been crossing over 50 yards. The Bills, they are a horrible matchup for number 1 wide receivers. Christian Benford has been one of the premier shadow corners in the NFL this year, and now DK isn't even at 100% after tweaking his ankle last week. So 47.5 yards. I don't trust DK in this spot, so give me the lower on his projection. Make all of these picks into a flex entry over on Underdog, and tailor fade my picks today with promo code LAD. The link's in my bio.